Well, hello. My name is Daddy-O. I do some faceless channels, yeah, and I do some face channels. Today, I'm going to bring you up to date on what's been going on. You know, YouTube has been making this move against faceless channels. The big question out here a few days back, well, on the 15th of July, was what was going to happen with faceless channels. Were they going away? AI channels. And they are a pain in the butt. If you've gone out and watched a lot of YouTube channels, a lot of videos, you know that they're just everywhere and they're just cookie cutter. You can do those all day long. And that's what YouTube is cracking down on. They're cutting down, and you're going to see some big cuts going. I have been looking at channels that have been monetized. They're not monetized now. If you've been doing some reaction channels, some of those are not being monetized now. There are some things that have happened. People were saying there was not going to be a big change. You just had to play by certain rules. Yeah, but those people that have not been playing by the rules, now this has been going on for a while. This is not, YouTube has had these rules for a while. Now they have an AI system that's just going to cut them right out of the system. They're going to cut out the money. They're not going to be monetized no more. That's happening. You're going to hear different stories, and people are going to try to say, no. I'm seeing things right now where people are putting up videos promoting, pushing people to do AI videos with artificial voices. That's what they're having a problem with. So when you see these videos out here telling people to go, or telling you to go do a faceless channel, here you can use this AI, it'll do everything for. That's what I have been doing. I have stopped. I have just froze everything right now because I'm not sure. I'm on that borderline. I'm at that point because I was using these AIs to do my channels with, doing my voices, doing my scripts, doing everything. And it's an easy way to do videos, and that's what's happened. There have been so many people out here doing these faceless videos with AI because it is that simple. And YouTube has finally got to the point where it's just saying enough. You can't do this like this no more. We can detect you now. YouTube has its own AIs to go and search the system, and they've already done that. And I can already tell by looking that some of these have already gone by the wayside. Their money has, at least. So you're going to see them. You're still going to see these channels out here. You're going to be on YouTube. You're going to be clicking on stuff you want to watch, and these channels are still going to be there. These people are not going to remove them. They're going to try to figure out what they can do to try to save their channels, and without doing a whole bunch of videos all over again, they ain't going to be saving their channels. They're going to have to figure out another format, another way of going about this, and it's all to the good. You're tired of it. I'm tired of it. Everyone out here is just tired of I was doing it. I gotta shoot myself in the foot on this one. I was doing the same thing, and I may be still okay. It was original content. I was doing original content. I wasn't copying anything. I was taking subjects that were hot and doing videos on them with AI, that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to sit back and see what's going on right now. I'm going to just focus on my face channels. And I've told you before, do a face channel. You'll have fun. I'm not going to go into all that. If you want to see anything about that, go look at a couple of my last videos. I've talked about, doing face channels before. This is easy. This is what everyone should be doing. If you want to do YouTube, do a face channel. That's bottom line. But YouTube right now, they made a move against faceless channels. AI channels, and now it's going to be, as of the 15th of July, they're going to be saying, hey, no, we're not going to let you do that no more. No, you can't. You're not going to be getting paid no more. Now, you can still get paid on these channels, and some of them are still going to play that. They're going to have their affiliate stuff going on. They're going to have their shopping carts or whatever. They're going to still have that going on their videos. So a lot of them still make good money off of that. Their Patreons and stuff like that. They're going to still make money, but it's not going to be anything off of AdSense. It won't be YouTube money. And that's going to hurt a lot of people. Some people, they don't depend on that. Don't even look at their ad money. That's just bonus to them. They make enough money off of selling merchandise when they tell you, hey, go buy this camera. It's down below in my description. You can have this camera and start you a channel today. You know, microphone. Hey, get this microphone. A lot of them do that. So when you're on YouTube, you just got to pay attention. Just like you do in life. Life, you got to pay attention. You know, pay attention to what's going on. Don't believe everything you hear. If something hits you a little funny, Google it. You know, pull up an AI. You know, search it. Do something to find out if was that true. Are they lying to me? Because there's a lot of lying. I'm not going to get into the political side today. That's another channel. But yeah, there's a lot of lying going on in the world today. So when you're watching your channels, or when you're watching it, and especially when you're looking at a channel where they can sell you stuff on it, pay attention, because a lot of them are going to try to sell you stuff, especially to do this right here. If you're watching me, you're probably interested in doing a channel. They're going to try to sell you stuff that you do not need. No. Cookie cutter, cookie cutter, cookie cutter. And it's just, you know, hey, here's what I'm using. That's a great way. I can't, that's what a lot of people have to do to make money, but don't let them try to sell you on stuff that you don't need, especially to do this here, because I'm still using, and I've done videos. I haven't done a video on this in a long time. I'm still using a little microphone I got off of Amazon for, I don't know, what was it, $39, $30, $29, whatever it was. That's all I've been using. That, my phone. I have a little tripod thing that I use. I haven't used that in months because I've learned I really don't need it when I'm in the vehicle. And I've been doing most of my videos because this is summertime. I'm sitting here right now in the shade with the AC running. This is summertime. Take it easy. I'm an old man. I'm not going to go out there and cook, sitting my tripod up, sitting at a picnic table talking to you. I don't have to do that. I got one thing to say, and it's coming from my heart and my experience. And I'm just trying to tell you, this is easy to do, but try to stay away from the faceless right now, because unless you got a game plan, unless you go and read in detail what they're going to allow you to do, and I've put it out on a video what they're saying. I even had the other day I played a recording from the CEO of YouTube talking about what is allowed. So just pay attention if you're going to do faceless right now. Faceless and is touchy. Just be careful with it. I'm not going to encourage anyone right now to do any kind of reaction channels. No. Just kind of, we got to give this a month or two to see how this all plays out and start paying attention to what's happening to other people. So if you're interested in doing a niche that might be affected because you're going to do AI and you're going to use other people's clips and stuff like that on your channel, you want to pay attention right now. Make sure you're doing that, because you're going to do a whole lot of editing work to do that kind of stuff, and you don't want your time to be wasted. You don't want to, put out, 2 or 3 days working on a video and another 2 or 3 days work on another video, and you do 10 or 15 of those, and then all of a sudden you find out, oh geez, this is not going to work here. Now you've wasted hours. You guys have a lot of experience, and that's good, but you've wasted some hours on producing content that will work on the channel. So yes, you can still do faceless stuff. Yes, you can still use the AIs. Yes, and yes. Just pay attention. I know with voices, you can still use 11 labs, I'm understanding. So if you're doing faceless, pay attention to how you're doing it and just play by the rules. But a lot of you guys that don't like faceless and you don't like the AI and you don't like those kind of videos, good news to you guys. Those things are going to probably be you won't be seeing them as much, because people are going to stop posting because they realize they're not being paid for them no more. So you'll stop seeing those pop up in your feed. So don't worry about that. Now, if you've gotten any good information off this video today, just subscribe to me. I'm going to keep you informed on what's going on. Ring the bell, do all that kind of stuff. You got to comment. I love the comments. I try to answer the questions. If you got a statement, make it, but I try to answer the comments when I can. I've had so many on some of the videos come in that I have not even been able to filter out all my comments. I'm an Uber driver. I still work every day. You know, I started my morning this morning at 4:30. I'm out here trying to make a buck. Got to do that. That's what keeps me alive right now. But I enjoy doing my channels. And when I learn something that works, or when I learn something that's going on that you need to pay attention to, I'm gonna try to bring it to you. So I'm just gonna be straight up with all that. I'm not here. This channel was never meant. This was a test channel to try what I'm doing or learn what to do on my faceless stuff. Now that my faceless has gone kind of like, oh, let's just let it sit here. Now I'm kind of focusing on little things I've learned doing the face stuff. And if you need to learn something, go back and watch some of my other videos, because I talk about a lot of crap out here, all right? So anyway, guys, y'all have a good evening, a good afternoon. Enjoy yourselves. It's a hot one down here in Florida today. We're at 100 degrees right now. It was when I pulled into the shade here. So it's a scorcher. Stay in the AC. Hydrate, hydrate. You guys have a good evening. Daddy-O out. Bye.